Learned some new information today related to that E. coli scare and boil water advisory that was issued on Friday. And we are pushing for answers on the one thing that most people still want to know. How did this happen? Chris Woodard is live downtown. And Chris, you dug into some new possibilities today.
I did because, well, some people are happy to just try and move past this and get on with their lives. Others say they want to know how the Water Bureau can make sure this doesn't happen again when they still don't know how it happened in the first place. Humming machines, moving product.
Operations are back to normal and we're rocking and rolling.
Music to the ears of those at Portland Bottling Company.
Devastating when we have a situation like that.
After Friday's boil order, they had to shut down, call back trucks, dump water, flush systems.
There were some costs, but it's part of doing business. And E. coli is just something we all fight all the time. So we test for it all the time. The city tests for it all the time.
With the Water Bureau administrator telling me they still don't know what caused the positive test and probably never will, I focused on that testing.
Have you looked into if this was an error in taking those samples that led to the positives?
I'm glad you asked that, because that's one of the things we dealt with back in 2009, and we make sure our protocols are such to eliminate sampler errors.
He says these positive tests could not have been the result of an error by the sampler because different people took each of the positive samples. He also tells me they have very specific sanitary procedures.
I have people that do nothing but take water quality samples, so they're very good at what they do.
Reservoir 5 is now being cleaned. Reservoir 1 is being filled and about to go back online. Yet the biggest question of all may never be answered.
How do we make sure it doesn't happen again then if we don't know what caused it this time?
Well, we know that it was a fecal contaminant, and unfortunately at least with the open reservoirs, we know that they're subject to having animals in them.
So the Water Bureau is saying right now they will continue to test, but again saying they think this was a bunch of bad coincidences. There was one other piece of new information today. Secondary tests came back for 2 of those 3 original positive E. coli samples. Those tests show that this was not the deadly strain of E. coli, or the strain most commonly associated with severe severe reactions. Live downtown, I'm Chris Woodard for KOIN 6 News.
Great.